Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Mariah Taliaferro, and this is Living in Sarasota Luxury. I am here with Julia DeCastro, who is the amazing sales representative for the Rosewood project here on Lido Key. And since she is here, we are actually going to be doing a deep dive into the Rosewood property. We're actually in the showroom right now, so you'll get a sneak peek of all the beautiful finishes and some of the floor plans. So thank you, Julia,
Thank
so
you for
much.
having us. Thank you. So we are in our sales gallery, which we do have a sample kitchen here. So we do allow you to see some of the finish level, although all of the residences are customizable. So you'll be able to choose everything that your heart desires. And they are all top of the line, selection standard. So we do have sub-zero refrigerators and freezers.
And I just love how it's paneled and everything. It's just so beautiful. What type of cabinetry is this?
These are Urpina.
Oh.
They're a company, they are based out of Canada.
Okay.
But the original craftsman that started the company was actually from Urpina, Canada, Italy.
Oh, okay.
So that's hence where the name Urpina came from.
Yeah.
Countertops are all quartz.
Beautiful.
And then all the fixtures are waterworks. And the hardware is Rocky Mountain hardware.
Excellent.
And then in the selections, we have a multitude of options, but they are either the wood or the lacquer.
Okay.
And then the lacquer also even comes with selections of interior designs.
So when you say customizable, what does that really mean? Because I feel like it's very dependent on the project. Could someone come in and redesign their floor plan if they
They
wanted?
absolutely could. Ronto is the developer. They're based out of Naples. They're actually from Toronto, hence the name Ronto. And they are one of the very few developers that I know in luxury condominiums currently that you can actually take a floor plan and move it around. We actually have some customers who didn't want dual water closets. They actually wanted dual bathrooms in the primary, and Ronto was happy to do that. So they really want the customer to feel that that floor plan works and flows for their lifestyle.
And if someone brings in a designer and they want to pick a beautiful marble, seamless slab and use different cabinetry and everything, can they do that as well?
Absolutely.
Okay,
whatever
great.
their heart desires. I mean, we have fabulous options, but we understand everybody has their own personal taste.
Yeah.
So we would work with them and curate a perfect plan for their floor plan and selections.
That's excellent. So for those that are, looking at new construction as an investment, both for themselves personally, but it is a long-term plan, especially when you're buying something pre-construction. There's always a question of, am I planning my money with someone that's not going to run away with it or abandon the project and things like that? So can you talk to, that aspect as well as who the developer is, what other projects they've done?
So Rosewood is an ultimate luxury hotelier, and they started at the mansion at Turtle Creek in Dallas.
Okay.
And now they have about 29 locations that are under management and another 24 that are under development. And about half of that portfolio now consists of a residential component. What's unique about this location for Rosewood is that it's their very first standalone building. And what that means is they're offering everything that you could ever imagine that you would find in a resort inside the residences, but without any hotel guests. So it's a very exclusive offering because all the amenities are only for the residences and then obviously their family and friends. So we were excited that Rosewood picked Sarasota and Lido. And then they also were working with the developer, which is Ronto. And Ronto is based out of Naples. And they do a lot of work in Naples for high rises. They've done other residences here in Sarasota, and they've been in business for about 30 years. So they have a great track record for luxury development.
That's great. So for those of you that are a little cautious about making a new construction purchase, you can feel rest assured that you're partnering with a developer that has been around, like you said, for 30 years, is associated with a Rosewood brand that, they're very selective with who they use. They want to make sure that the caliber of service that they're offering is reflected in the finished product as well. So I think that makes a big, it speaks very highly to the developer as well. So Julia, talk to us about the amenities and the services, because it's very subjective depending on what building you're in, but
It is.
talk to us about that.
So we feel that we have some of the best amenities. We have, this is the amenities level, which is 30,000 square feet of amenities, minus one particular residence that we have on the 3rd floor. So all the amenities, as we stated earlier, are only for their owners and their guests. So if you were going to Valet Park, which is available through Rosewood, so it would all be Rosewood employees, Rosewood trained employees. So you will have your own curated staff for the building. This is where you would enter through Valet. And then there is actually a spa. So there's his and hers locker rooms, there's a hot and cold plunge room, and a salt and steam room, and then 2 treatment rooms. So if you have your own favorite person to do massage or facials, you can call them right into the building, or the concierge can curate someone coming in for those services. My favorite part about this is when I go and travel to a resort, my favorite part about getting a service is being able to use all of these salt and steam rooms.
Yes.
So you can use those at any time. You don't have to book a treatment here to be able to utilize those fun things.
And it's so beautifully appointed too.
And then of course we have a gym. It's 2,700 square feet and it's all techno gym equipment.
Okay.
And then this is the social area. This will be offering morning beverage service and a light breakfast daily.
Beautiful.
There's actually 2 swimming pools. This is the one that's located on the 3rd level, and they are salt pools and they are heated. Not that we need that very often in Florida, but we do have some chilly mornings. And both swimming pools that I'm going to preview for you offer food and beverage service, towel service, and umbrella service.
That's great.
So all you need to do is come down with your sunscreen and your book and you will be taken care of. This is actually a bocce ball court, and then this is a linear fireplace area and a bar that opens up into that social gathering area that we just previewed. This is the bistro. So we're looking at the view from the swimming pool into the restaurant. The restaurant will be open for lunch and dinner, and again, it will be staffed by a Rosewood trained chef.
Great.
And it's an open air concept, so you'll be able to watch them create their menus. And there's even an on-site herb garden that they will use to create special menus and seasonal varieties that are created in those kitchens.
That's lovely. And is this open morning and evening, or at lunch?
This will be
dinner?
open for lunch and dinner.
Okay, great.
So this is a view looking out to the water. So you're going to be able to enjoy all those Gulf of Mexico views and the breezes while you're dining.
Stunning.
And sorry about that.
It's not very typical to be able to have all of these amenities and only shared with 65 residents. So what an amazing experience.
Very exclusive. And there is even a private wine room. So this is a glass enclosed wine room, and it can be utilized for private events or parties. And the Rosewood team can curate a wine dinner for you. One of the things about Rosewood is they're very service and experience orientated, so they really love to create experiences, not just meals. So you can have some really fun things here. And also, all the owners have a 25-bottle wine storage inside that restaurant, so you can keep your favorite vintages right in the restaurant.
Lovely.
So this is our game room. So the game room will have televisions, there's a bar, there's jukeboxes, there's a pool table, there's table tennis, there's foosball. So just a great place to hang out and enjoy sports and hang out with your neighbors and friends.
Very cool.
And then there's even a children's play area for the younger ones. This, we do not have the rendering finished yet, but this is a stadium theater, which has 12 seats, and it's actually 460 square feet, so it's quite large.
That's beautiful.
And so you can utilize that for special events or movies. whenever you would like to enjoy those.
And these are all walking paths through the garden and everything. Where did you say the herb garden was? Just curious.
It's right here.
Oh, how lovely.
Here. There's also a butterfly garden here.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's just some really nice zen areas, another linear fireplace. And these are 6 guest suites. This is another thing that makes the building
that's amazing.
Pretty amazing, because you can have your family and friends stay right in the building. They will be serviced with housekeeping and turn down service, and they all have beautiful views looking out to those gardens.
Lovely. So what could one expect from the concierge service? A lot of times in many other buildings, they really are there to receive packages and let people in your residence, but it seems like this offers another level of concierge.
It does. Concierge will be able to fill your refrigerator. If you're on your way in and you want to buy a special bottle of wine, if you want theater tickets. We even have a car service, so if you want to take the car service into the opera or the ballet
That's great.
and enjoy the many cultural arts that we have in Sarasota, they can curate tickets for you. So I would say anything that you can even imagine would be something that they would do. They really pride themselves on service again and experiences, so they will be curating different experiences throughout the building for all of the owners.
That's great. Can you show us some of the available residents?
I can't. Let me show you one more thing.
Oh yes, please. I don't want to rush us.
So this is the swimming pool on the beach level.
You don't want to
and
miss
there's
that.
another bar here, and then there's even some cabanas that are tucked underneath the building.
Lovely.
And this is actually a lap length pool for fitness.
Okay.
So if you like to swim, you can swim right on the Gulf of Mexico. Beautiful. And then here we will have a full service beach club.
Okay.
So towels, food and beverage, umbrella service. We even have non-motorized water sports, which will be paddle boards and kayaks, which is really nice when we're right by Ken Thompson Park.
Yes.
You can really go over and utilize those.
And I'll just point out that unlike the Ritz-Carlton Beach Residence, where you have to become a member of the beach club in order to access the beach, here that's included in your ownership. So that's very, very awesome.
So this is the building. It was created by Swedrow, which is an architect in Miami. And they've also created some other buildings in the area. They were actually the first architects to create the private elevator.
Really?
So,
okay, wow.
In condominiums, yes, it's kind
amazing.
of news there. So the building is 11 stories. There are 2 floors of parking, and then there is a beautiful drive that comes up to the 3rd level, which was the amenities level, which we just previewed. If you were going to choose to valet park, you would go up the drive to the porte-cochere, to the valet and concierge area. It's also where your guests and family members would choose to park. If you were going to self-park, you would enter into the garage. And another amazing thing about this offering is that it includes an enclosed 2-car garage inside the parking structure, which is private with a garage door, and they are pre-wired for electric vehicles.
Excellent. Are those temperature controlled or no?
They are climate controlled.
Understood.
They are,
okay.
yes. And they are very large size. And then if you're a car buff, we actually have 3 or 4 car garages that we have for purchase.
Okay, excellent.
So the residences start on the 4th floor and go up to the 11th floor, and everything on the 11th floor is considered a penthouse. The typical residences will have 11-foot ceilings, and the penthouses have 12-foot ceilings, and also the penthouses get a 3-car garage, so they get an extra space thrown in there. The amenities level again is here. The building site is 3.5 acres, and it has 235 square feet of beach frontage, and the property sits 435 feet off the mean water line.
Beautiful. And this is all Lido Beach right here, which was recently replenished. So you have just stunning sand, and it's very, very wide. So for those that love walking the beach, or of course sunbathing and just spending time out there, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. So this is the south side of the building, and this is the north side. So every residence offers an unobstructed water view facing west, but in addition you would either have a north or south terrace. Unless you were in the back stack, you would actually have east-west exposure. Those are actually some of my favorite floor plans. So you do not have to get up high in the building to have a great view. So this is our largest floor plan that we offer. It's also the closest to the water. So this is right located in the front of the building. There are almost 5,000 square feet under air. And this is the 4th floor, and this is the view from that residence. So absolutely stunning, unobstructed. It will always be unobstructed.
Beautiful.
Some of the great features in our floor plan, and I won't go through all of them, but we all have a service galley. So this is where your laundry room is, so your full-size washer and dryer, as well as some cabinetry. But there's a second catering kitchen. So there's a dishwasher, oven, stove, and sink. So if you were having in-residence dining or housekeeping or even Uber Eats, this is the service entrance. So the deliveries could come in here, do whatever they need to do here, and never enter into your private residence. This is also great if you're kosher.
Wonderful.
So it's a really nice feature that I've never seen in Sarasota. You may have seen. I love it.
No,
it's just something really
very,
different.
very different.
Yeah. Then actually there's almost 2 primaries, because this is a guest suite that's all separated. This is all of the floor plans. The rooms are en suite, so they're going to have a full bath, and they open up to the second terrace. And then in the owner's retreat, they all have a morning or evening bar with a sink and refrigerator. Beautiful primary bath, which we can show you a sample of here. And then also all of the floor plans offer an outdoor grill and outdoor kitchen. So that has its gas grill, which is
Wonderful.
unique, and then also a refrigerator and a sink out on that terrace. And that's on all the floor plans that we offer.
Beautiful.
And then let's go to the south side. We're just gonna hop over to 904. This is our 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath with den. It's 4,090 square feet under air. Something unique about this one is it does offer dual center islands, which is kind of nice. It's really fun for entertaining. And then this would be the view west from this particular residence.
Beautiful. So all of the floor plans do have a western facing view.
Every residence.
Okay,
And then they also have an additional either north or south.
lovely.
And then if we just hop to the back, this is our other 4 bedrooms. So the 4 bedrooms kind of anchor the building. They're in the front and back, and then the 3 bedrooms are located in the center. The unique thing about this particular floor plan is it offers east-west exposure and from every living area. So if you were standing in the kitchen and you were doing dishes, you could look to the west and enjoy the beautiful beach. But then you could also look to your east and see the bay as well as downtown Sarasota.
Love that.
So when the sun sets at night, you're still enjoying those twinkling lights from the city.
And how far are we from St. Armand Circle?
Exactly 1 mile.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep, and then there's a car service if you wanted to, if it was raining or you wanted to go over the bridge to the cultural arts. Another great thing about this floor plan is there's tons of natural light. There's windows here and here in the den. And then even this owner's bath, if you were enjoying soaking in the tub or in the open glass enclosed shower, you would be looking at those beautiful views of downtown Sarasota. So it's just flooded with natural light. I think it's a really unique floor plan. It's one of my favorites.
I love that one. So let's talk briefly about pricing for the project in total. What are the lowest prices?
They
the
start
highest?
at 5.9, and that would be for a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, about 3,300 square feet under air. So that would be here. Very nice size.
Yeah, they're very spacious.
And this is the view from that particular residence. So you really can't go wrong with that for 5.9.
Not at all. Great. And then what do prices go up to for penthouses?
They start at 5.9 and then they go up to 15.2 in this
Okay.
remaining penthouse up on the
Beautiful.
north side.
So beautiful. I mean, I think it's such a spectacular project. It's one of the few that you can get that full service living, both in the amenities and in the services, and being right on the beachfront. I mean, what an advantage just to have your toes in the sand. Well, this is such a spectacular project for anyone that is looking for that full service living,
Absolutely.
both in the amenities and the services, and being right on the beachfront is such a spectacular advantage.
It is.
So we highly recommend Rosewood. It has become my favorite project in the area. And if you ever have any questions or want to explore this project further, please reach out to me and we'll absolutely schedule something with Julia.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye.